Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. If you always watch our channel, you may know that the news about Huawei and ZTE in US. In recent years, the United States has maintained a high degree of attention to Chinese companies. Huawei, ZTE, etc. are all the objects of attention of the United States. Among them, for ZTE, the United States has released the 5-year supervision period, which is the result of ZTE's 1 billion yuan fine. However, the United States did not stop there, and once again included ZTE's equipment on the list of prohibited sales in the United States. ZTE announced that it may withdraw from the US market. Is ZTE's 1 billion fine paid in vain? How will ZTE explore more market space in the future? ZTE considers exiting US market. The United States is trying to gain a dominant position in the communications field, but because the United States has left too much homework in 5G technology, many American operators and equipment suppliers do not have the strength to dominate the 5G network. Moreover, the United States chose millimeter waves. The biggest feature of this frequency band is its short coverage. More base stations need to be built to achieve large area coverage of 5G networks. The result is that the construction of the 5G network in the United States needs to invest a lot of cost, while the 5G centimeter wave signal chosen by Chinese companies has a wide coverage and is suitable for large-scale promotion. In addition, Chinese companies have mastered a large number of 5G patent cores. In order to prevent the development of Chinese technology, the United States has adopted unconventional means to hinder the development of Chinese companies. On the one hand, operators must dismantle Huawei and ZTE's communication equipment, and on the other hand, allies should give up cooperation with them. In addition, the United States announced another rule in late November, requiring the sale or import of equipment from Chinese companies such as Huawei and ZTE to be banned in the United States. The reason is still security issues. This is undoubtedly a major measure for the United States to stabilize the development of the communications field. In this way, it will make way for American companies and gain more time for development. For the US approach, ZTE officially responded. According to ZTE, it has tried to communicate with the United States many times to understand the possible problems of selling products in the United States, but the United States has never clarified the specific problem nor provided evidence of damage to safety. Finally, ZTE emphasized that it will gradually withdraw from the US market and focus on other more growth markets. Carefully observe the multiple embargo rules in the United States, and there is no other substantive evidence except for the sentence, safety risk, as a reason. It can only be explained that the United States is not because of the so-called security, but simply wants to maintain its dominant position in the communications field, and is unwilling to divide the market pie with others. In other words, the United States does not want others to obtain a market that the United States cannot obtain. From the current point of view, ZTE has decided not to fight with the United States and is considering withdrawing from the US market. Even if it withdraws, the impact on ZTE will be limited. Because the US market revenue accounts for less than 1% of the company's revenue, if ZTE fully withdraws, it will be able to spend more time and energy on other growth and constructive market areas. However, some people feel sorry. After all, ZTE paid a fine of 1 billion in exchange for the end of the regulatory period. As a result, the United States still behaves in the same way. Is ZTE's 1 billion fine paid in vain? In 2016, the United States took restrictive measures against ZTE for illegal exports and other reasons, and did not allow ZTE to purchase special equipment from the United States. In 2017, ZTE paid a fine of more than 1 billion yuan as a condition for settlement, but the United States needs to send supervisors to ZTE headquarters for supervision. Until March 2022, ZTE supervision period ends and ZTE is free. How does ZTE explore more market space? Unexpectedly, there are frequent troubles in the United States. Whether ZTE's fine is for nothing depends on whether ZTE has changed in the past few years, and whether it can get relative freedom when exploring more market space in the future. In practice, ZTE is already improving its capabilities and moving towards a broad market space. For example, in the automotive field, ZTE has accelerated the layout of intelligent networked vehicle terminal equipment, and the current terminal equipment shipments have exceeded 1 million units. ZTE will play the role of an ICT supplier in the smart car industry, providing the ability to help car companies achieve intelligent and digital transformation. ZTE has won the cooperation of many domestic car companies, and will carry out in-depth cooperation and exploration on the vehicle operating system, car networking and car-level chips. In addition, ZTE can give full play to its professional strengths, increase its control over 5G core technologies in the communications industry, and develop a forward-looking layout for 6G. Many people only know that Huawei is the world's leader in 5G. But in fact ZTE's 5G strength is also very prominent, and it is the second largest 5G communication manufacturer in China after Huawei. According to ZTE, research on key technologies for 6G has already started. As a technology company, ZTE must form a solid patent system if it wants to maintain its long-term technological advantages. Regarding patents, it is actually a market space that ZTE can explore. Giants such as Nokia and Qualcomm are all charging through patents to achieve a large proportion of revenue. With the 5G patent reserves formed, ZTE has obtained sustainable licensing income, which shows that as long as ZTE maintains its patent advantages, it is also a potential source of income. In general, ZTE is not without a market retreat. If it withdraws from the US market in the future, it can also launch operations in other industries. ZTE is a global communications giant. Because of the United States' obsession with the communications industry, a series of actions have been taken. In doing so, the United States will not only fail to hinder the progress of the industry, but will also make itself deeper and deeper. The progress of communication technology is inseparable from the support of globalization. If the United States really has the idea of developing 5G, it is time to correct its own approach. What do you think about this? Welcome to leave a message below to share. Thank you for watching.